Hello. I was reading my friend's book that I ordered like a week ago, but I got it yesterday. And this book has only been in my presence for almost 24 hours now. It's probably almost 24 hours, probably 23 at this point. But this book has already made me feel a lot of emotion, and I'm not trying to dick ride, I'm being dead ass. When I opened the book, I feel like it kind of brought me back to college again. And I said that to say that in my head I started to remember um the sacred times that we've had, and I'm such an energy person, so sometimes when I think back to certain stuff I can feel the energy of the room that I was in at whatever memories in my head. But it's like every thought I would think that had to do with kale, it felt very peaceful. And living in a chaotic time right now, I felt like that did cause me to get emotional because I don't know, I feel like I'm at a point now where I'm trying to understand and there's not really much to go off of. So it gets hard. It gets hard. I'm thinking about how heavily I was pushing positivity within my own life as soon as I graduated college, and how it was excessive. I'm not gonna lie, it was excessive, but it was literally the only thing keeping me going at that point. It was very not obsessive, obsessive too, excessive and obsessive. It was, but I paid attention to how much that has kind of slowed down at that point. I think it's because I'm at the point now where I don't really need it to keep me going, but it kind of made me view myself outside of myself. And this book itself made me emotional again because I was reading the back. I will read it. For who sorry. For whoever's reading this, from whichever city, block, or hood you call home, I want to let you know it's gonna be okay. I know it's a lot of shit you've been through that you likely never talk about. So whenever you're ready, I'll be here for you. We will laugh, we will smile, and we will cry a lot. But regardless, we'll do it together for all those nights you had to do it alone. Sorry. But I read that and I was like, damn. And I think, I don't know, shit just everything feels kind of significant because of the fact that before I even read this book, I'm only at chapter one. Well, chapter two now. I read chapter one plus the introduction. The only thing that's really, well, I'm not gonna, what the fuck am I talking about? The only thing. Anyways, the thing that is making me feel the significance of this book is the fact that when I got it, those memories came back. So in my head, I'm thinking, let me text him, let him know that I received, the book, and that I'm proud of him. But it was a lot more worse than that. It was a lot more worse than that. It was more of like a very lengthy paragraph. I'm not gonna say very lengthy, but it was a lengthy paragraph. And the things that I was talking about, and I literally expressed the things that simply receiving this book made me feel. It's kind of already talked about in the book, which is, I'm just like, oh, okay, period. So now everything feels a lot more emotional because it's like I was just speaking to him personally about what receiving the book is bringing up for me. So the fact that I'm only in chapter one and I'm seeing certain things be talked about that has to do with what this book is making me feel like I haven't been aware of or I've been losing a grip on. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. And I think I reached a point in life where not too many things hit as much as they typically would because I feel like the the advice or the things that need to click for me are not just being widely spread in my day to day. So it's like I feel like that's why I'm so easily bored now because the things that I feel like would make me feel a lot more hopeful or would make me feel a lot more understanding of the life that I live. It's not being displayed nowhere near. And it's like I know it's bad when sometimes I find myself looking. Sometimes I find myself wishing or hoping that somebody would say something or somebody would randomly appear or I don't know, something would just randomly happen so that one day everything can click and we'll just move forward from there. But then I have to remind myself I have to remind myself that this is my life. So I can't try and be dependent on someone else to I guess just magically make everything make sense. I guess I'm just at the point now where I kind of got to just live life until it does make sense. But yeah, that's where I am right now. Or that's where I've been. That's where I have been. And I think that just comes from the expectation of hoping certain things would change. You know, when I was younger and I used to grow up and think like, oh, I'm gonna still have faith that so and so would be a different person. I'm gonna still have faith that eventually things do get better, and my relationship or connection with certain people will strengthen. It will change. Yeah, there's always that hope, and I feel like I've always been a hopeful person. So it's like because I'm a hopeful person, it does play out well in the end. But it'd be certain things that I get caught up on. It'd be certain things that I get caught up on. So life has already taught me that when it comes to people themselves, you know, only person you can really just be so sure of, and even barely that sometimes. Only person you can ever really just be sure of and hopeful about is yourself. And everything else will just, work out in the ways that it needs to work out. I guess I'm just at the point of trying to let the things work out. So yeah, I don't know why, but it feels a lot more significant. I keep using that word, but that's genuinely what it feels like. It feels a lot more sensible. Like it makes a lot more sense that I'm being inspired by my friends from college. Because right now, nobody else can inspire me. I'm not going to lie. Right now, nothing anybody else has to say outside of the life that I felt like mattered. Well, everything matters, but like, the outside of the life that truly meant something or truly showed me that life don't have to fucking be as hard as niggas want life to be on you. It really does not have to be that fucking hard. You just got to get through certain mental shit or certain traumas and stuff. But I got to stop giving advice out like that cuz it don't work for everybody. I don't know. I don't know. So I try to mind my fucking business cuz I get real passionate about stuff like that. But I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, just shout out to Kel for real. I love being friends with people that inspire me because I feel like I just be in my own world these days. I just be worried about Kaylin, but the good part about that is when I step outside of my world and I'm being visited by other people that mean things that mean something to me, everything always feels what's it feels special. Shit like that be feeling special when you're not like bombarded with good connections every day. It genuinely makes me appreciate my friends a lot more. It really does, cuz it's like the way these days have been going for me. I kind of been on all autopilots. I have been moving on autopilot as of recently. And I've been trying to do certain things to like keep my days switched up just a little bit. I don't want to get too deep into a trance. Like I just really don't got time for that. But anyways, it be it be like when I have certain moments of hanging out with people that I haven't seen in probably like a month or so. Or like hearing from people that I haven't heard from in like a couple months. I don't know. It start feeling like a reward. And I genuinely start appreciating those people a lot more, especially being that I had that shit every day and now it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. But life goes on. And I'm forever proud of all of my friends. I have some really intelligent friends, and it really, really makes me proud because it makes me feel like I'm a part of something that matters. It really do. I think that's why I be getting like that's why when he sent this book, I just felt like a wave of fucking inspiration because it's like I'm really amongst people that be doing shit. That mean I be doing shit. Even if I don't feel like I be doing shit, that mean I be doing shit. If I got friends that be doing shit, and this is a nice ass fucking book. Like this is a real book, y'all. This is a real fucking book. A real book. So it's like, oh. Me too. Oh my goodness. It really just make me feel seen, I guess. Yeah. But it just makes me a lot more appreciative. And I know that life doesn't have to end here, even though it was a point in time where I felt like it did end and it was here. But they just keep me so hopeful. I'm just very, because I be needing shit like that. I do. And it's like if I knew what I really needed, I would probably ask. But sometimes I don't be knowing. Like I told y'all, I be sometimes it's like I be looking for certain things to inspire me. I be looking for certain things to have a shift within my life, and you can't do that. So, but yeah, shout out to Kale. Shout out to Dillard. Shout out to my friends. I love you all. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.